everyone, it's Rhonda. Welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for joining me. I am very glad that you are here. Today we're taking a look at my Disney's Vero Beach Resort scrapbook. This is the Snap Simple Stories, and I think it's the robin's egg. I've had this in my stash for a very long time, so I wanted to use it up, and this was the perfect trip to use it. I think this blue goes really well with like a beachy kind of trip. I've added some embellishments on the front of this. I primarily used 49 and Market. This is I think it's called Vintage Coastal. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's Vintage Coastal, and I use that throughout this album. I do have a video, I can link it below, where I put this together, but it was very fun to play around in this album. I did create it just like I would a junk journal, although it's in a 2-ring binder. I did not use any page protectors. I simply added holes to my pages and added them in here. You'll see that, but very much how I would do a junk journal. So let's go ahead and take a look at it here. On the inside, I have a pocket here, and I put why we were at Vero Beach Resort. This was actually part of a 2-week Disney trip. We broke it up in the middle of the trip. I rented DVC points, and we were able to take a break from our Disney World trip and go and spend a few days at Vero Beach, which I had been wanting to do for a very, very long time. I always wanted to go to Disney's Vero Beach Resort. And so this was the perfect opportunity. The points were available when we were there, so we just grabbed them and took a little break from the hustle and bustle of Disney World to have some relaxing time at the beach. We literally did not leave the resort the whole time we were there, which was like, I think 2.5 days. So it was some great R&R, vacation, sand, beach time. So on our way down to Vero Beach from Orlando, we drove the A1A because I wanted to drive the coast and have the ocean on the side of the car as we drove to Vero Beach. So we were able to stop and pull over and get some great ocean view photos. This is one of those photos. I've added some digital stamps here. I think these are Carrie Bradford, but I may be wrong. I don't really remember off the top of my head, but they may be Carrie Bradford. So I added some digital stamps here. I've added a large 6x8 photo. I love adding 6x8 photos to my journals and my scrapbooks. That's kind of like a kick that I am on right now. So you will see that throughout this scrapbook journal kind of thing. So there's the opening page. And then I've just added some more photos that I took along the route down to Vero Beach. Added some journaling here. It says along the A1A, and just added some journaling about taking the A1A down. This is a selfie I took of me with the ocean, and it added another digital stamp, salt in the air, sand in my hair. Yeah, very beach hair, don't care vibe there. On this page, again, some more photos, but I've added this glassine bag. This is a flip here, and inside here is a tag that has a photo and then some more embellishments on the back of that. So that just tucks in there. And then over here, I've added some screenshots. Now, this is the screenshot that we got from Disney saying that our room was ready. This is kind of a countdown that we had on the Vero Beach, the Disney app, the Vero Beach portion of it. And this was, we were down to 0 days, 0 hours, 0 minutes, and 0 seconds because it was time to go. So, and then that's just a screenshot of the Vero Beach information. On the back side here, I've got a map that we were given when we checked in, and kind of where our room was situated. We did have an ocean view room, and it was phenomenal. It was the best. I'm so glad we upgraded to an ocean view room. This is the sign as you pull into the resort. Just did a little journaling there. On the back, we've got our room keys. These were very turtle themed because turtles come up on the shores of Vero Beach to lay their eggs. So the theme for this is the turtles from Finding Nemo. So this is Squirt, I believe. And the key packet, or the key folder that they gave us that had our keys in it, also said welcome home because this is a DVC resort. So they always put welcome home on there. This was our parking pass that we got when we parked our rental car. I also added a photo. This is from a menu at one of the restaurants there, just at Disney's Vero Beach Resort, and then added some embellishments there. This is our room. We were in room 2222. This photo I took standing literally right in front of the ocean. And so we had this room right here, and it was fantastic. We had the best view. This larger area right here, I believe is called the green room. And it was an area that they had coffee and breakfast in the morning. And then at night you could get like little hors d'oeuvres and drinks. And so we spent a lot of time there. Over here is this was in our room. The resort was undergoing refurbishment while we were there. And so they had left this on our bed. And of course, if it's not nailed down, I'm going to take it with me. So brought this and made a tag out of it, and then just did some journaling on the back side. After we checked in and dropped off our luggage and stuff, I needed to be on the beach. So I headed down, just took a picture of my feet in the sand with the sea foam. And then this little digital stamp says, "Love, sandy feet, and peace." And then this is just a photo of my footprint in the sand. This is the activity schedule. So I just used that as a page in here and added a drink photo on the back. These are the sunrise views from our room. We had this great palm tree. You will see I took a lot of pictures of this palm tree because it was just so beautiful. Then on the back side, I've got this flip here. It says "Collect Seashells and Moments." We did see some Portuguese man-of-wars that had washed up on the beach. So I took a picture of those, and then just more beach pictures. Lots and lots of beach pictures. This is that palm tree again. And I used a digital stamp that said "Paradise." This was sunrise. So we had two sunrises there. One, I took a lot of photos from our room, and then the other ones I took a lot of photos from the beach. So you'll see those in here as well. There's that palm tree again. This was information about helping our sea turtle friends. As I said, Vero Beach is known for sea turtles, and so this is how Disney helps to protect the sea turtles and their nests. And then this is one that we saw. There was a loggerhead turtle nest right here on the beach. They roped it off, and so I took a picture of that. Over here, I've just added some receipts from the trip. I love this one because they stamped the Mickey Mouse on it. So just have a pocket page there. On the back, this is a whoopie pie in the shape of Mickey. And this was from the green room. This was coffee in the morning and I don't know what that was, maybe a Mai Tai at night. More beach pictures with drinks. And then happy to be by the sea. Yes. And then this one flips up. This was some packaging from, I think it was from some 49 and Market embellishments. So I just saved the packaging and I used that to create this page. Added some ephemera on here. Just beachy. And then on the back, more toes in the sand. More toes in the sand. Hibiscus, gorgeous. Another activity is scheduled. This one I left open so I could see what was going on if I ever wanted to look back. More beach photos. Got this little flip here. This comes out, has some journaling on the back of that. This was actually the rest of our key card holder. So I cut off the top to put that welcome home, and then I used the rest of it here as a pocket. Wind and Waves is one of the restaurants that Disney has at Vero Beach. So I used that menu to create the background for this page. Added a couple of photos, again, views from our room. And then this is beautiful flower is from 49 and Market. Did a 2-page enlarged photo here. Used the Vero Beach stamp. I believe those letters are from Allie Edwards, pretty sure. But yeah, this was sunrise one morning. Absolutely stunning. This was sunrise from the beach that following morning. So these, just a lot of sunrise photos. More sunrise photos. Another large 6x8 photo with digital stamping. So pretty. This was the morning I walked down to I think this says balcony, but that is not right. This is from the beach. This is a stencil that I have. This is a sun stencil that I have, and I used lunar paste to create this on that bottom of that page. Lots more photos. I'm telling you, we didn't leave the resort. This was all we did. It was pool time and beach time the entire 2 days. So I've got another large photo here. Over here, got my coffee cup with the sunrise. And then this might be hard to see, but there is a bulldog clip that holds this. It doesn't hold it, it's actually just attached to it. But I've added a little turtle charm onto that. And then over here, I just added some journaling. You know, our time was up and we were going to head back to Disney. Just talked about how much we loved this resort. More journaling on the back side. And then on our way back to Disney, we decided to stop at Sebastian Inlet State Park. So this is a brochure that we got when we pulled in there. I just wanted to take some more pictures. I wasn't ready to leave the ocean yet, so I was taking my time leaving, so we just stopped and took some photos. Just some beach photos. Little shore birds with some stamping there. Water, sunshine, and good company. Those cute little birds. More birds. And I even had bird stickers to add. This great big huge turtle was hanging out in the grass next to our car. So I took a picture of him. I do love a good pier. I love to watch these people fishing. It was great. Pelicans there, another bird here. And then the last page was our parking receipt from our parking at Sebastian. And then just some more photos of palm trees and the ocean and that kind of stuff. So super quick flip through. This was a very, very easy journal to do. It didn't take me very long at all. Again, lots of sunrise, lots of beach photos, all that kind of stuff. So there you go. That is a look at my Vero Beach journal. So glad it's done. If you have any questions, please go ahead and leave them for me down below. If you have not subscribed yet and you love content involving scrapbooking and journaling and that kind of stuff, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you along. And if you haven't yet, please give this video a thumbs up. I really do appreciate that. Thank you again so much for joining me, and I will see you again next time. Have a great day. Bye.